Okay, so we're just going to pick up where we got chopped off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't remember where it was. I just had to fit some space on this phone, which gets full surprisingly quickly, peculiarly quickly. So now coming good, not so good. Let in, let out. No, let go, let in. What am I doing here? Forgotten. I forget. Now then, good crap. Oh, what do you need to know that you don't know? Let go, let in. Oh yeah, it's good to have your R's to fall back on. And then how's this gonna all finish up? Oh, in Venice. Nice one. Well done, Serge. Nice to go to Venice. Bit pongy in the summer. Bit drainsy. Yeah, you go in the spring or in the autumn. You don't go in the summer. Said the Venetian Tourist Board. How many people do you want to hate you, Serge? The stats to reasons, isn't it? All that stagnant water. Scorpio. Still waters run deep. Oh, that's when that's going to go. What's going on? Ooh. Ace cup. Cup. Nice one. So, I was chatting with a New Zealand friend of mine who does tarot, and he's, oh excuse me, New Zealanders have this weird way of they're vowel stranglers, a bit like some Central European countries. They have problems with their vowels. And the Australian, no, not as much the Australians, although it's a little bit. The Kiwis, they pronounce their E's as I's. So, like, have you got a pen? Do you have something to write with? You know, you got a pen. So when I was told that they got a new deck, because they were sick of only having one deck. I like your deck. Keep it nice and clean. You better smudge it. Smudging your dick. Right. Oh, Ace of Pentacles too. Right. I think that's it. Ça suffit. That concludes my performance in French. I've been studying Greek. So, Mama Rose. Oh no. Do you want a hug? Why would that woman who's been outside calling, screaming, "You're evil! You're evil! You're bullying me! You're bullying me!" Why 3 months later is she going, "Oh, would you like a hug? Would you like a hug?" I can't tell you how many red flags just went, step away from the crazy. But then I thought, why would Crazy Maisie be offering me a hug why would she feel she needs to make this? Apart from maybe trying to set me up and get me done for having Russian hands and Roman fingers. You know, crazy little world with men with small feet. I thought, actually, has somebody died? Because that's the kind of thing that you do to somebody, or offer to somebody when somebody's dead, don't you? During a... So did somebody die that day that Crazy Maisie offered me a hug? No one's told me about it anyway. Actually, wouldn't it be disgusting if you're supposed to have had, let's say, a family for 51 years or 52, however old you are, and a member of that family dies, and you are not told about it? It is deliberately withheld from you, possibly until after the money's all been divvied up. Doesn't that just say so much about the people who you used to have as a family? It doesn't say anything about you for being stupid. It's nothing to do with anybody. It's nothing to do with you being stupid. It's the disgusting behaviour of money-grubbing sewer rats, basically, who don't, you know, if there's enough money to go around, share it out. You don't. I mean, I remember my overweight sister Anna. She used to, when we used to go to restaurants. This is the Tennosaurus Gemini. It got to the point where she thought she could tell me what to order because she wanted to try it. And so we were good. Have you decided yet? Because what she used to do, she used to download the menu or know what the menu was ahead of time, so she could sort of, and then she'd start suggesting other things that she wanted. And why do you? Oh, you always like that. Why don't you try that? Why don't you try? Trying to put things in my mind, like all the time. And then you go, shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up. And get back on your half of the table. There's a whole, half of this table's mine. And you're so territorial. Yeah, because you keep fucking walking over. She is one of the most disgusting people I've ever known in my life. Because there are no, you keep saying, right, respect my boundaries, but she'll leave, I don't know. And violent woman. Anyway, and I have no problem saying that. And sexually, she's the one who, I will say it again, she's the one who sexually interfered with me when I was 7. And I seem to have got blamed for it. But all I can say is I've never gone anywhere near a woman since. So, and that's how attractive I find you, whether we're family or not. No. If you translate that into how much I like you now, it's about the same. Scarred by sexual abuse in your child? Not really. Disappointed in how. Well, listen, no more than anybody else would be. Disappointed in how family have covered it up and lied and then gaslit and then tried to gaslight again and again and again. That's what I find disgusting. Because an 11-year-old can make a mistake, especially if they're being abused by somebody else, which is what I'm thinking. So she should, but she was in 11. And she has a very different way of thinking to me. And if she's been abused, she will abuse somebody else. She'll pass it on down the chain, you know, like Charlie Chaplin in that movie. You know, she's in the and she will go and kick somebody else. If it happens to me, I don't like it, and I don't want anybody else to feel like that. So a lot of times I go, this ends with me, and I end abuse cycles. I've been doing it all my life. I didn't realise what I was doing, but I knew I didn't want it to continue. I didn't realise actually how powerful that is, and I didn't realise the transmutation of that energy is whoa. And you make the world a little brighter, a little warmer, and a lot more full of love. If you stop abuse cycles, if you're adult enough to stop an abuse cycle, think about what you're doing, think about what you're passing on. That abuse cycle could have been hundreds of years old, thousands of years old, and you just gone, no. It stops here, and you pop it. I mean, I'm not saying you send it, but yeah, you do a return to sender basically, send it back up the chain, and you go, it starts with me. It's a bit like Apple's apps, apparently, you know, the sandbox thing. So you sandbox the abuse. You don't go and find another, I'll take you with it now, you know. No, not my style anyway. It might be unpopular, it might be painful, but I tell you, it is so rewarding. So rewarding. And it's when I realised, I mean, it's only last year I realised I've been doing it for 50 years. But it made me, not in a conceited way, but I mean, the word proud is sort of like a double-edged sword, isn't it? But I was so proud, when I realised what I've been doing, I was so proud of myself. I've been doing that for you. That's what I do. And I would invite anybody to look at themselves and think, oh yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing that. Because as Pluto comes into Aquarius on the 21st, this is a massive shift. Pluto comes into Aquarius on the 21st. So that means it's coming out of Capricorn. So the focus is on people, not on money. So we all need to love each other a lot more, don't we? And you can imagine that imagine you're facing me, and so actually you're trying to push me that way, I'm trying to push you that way. This tug and tussle of like war and conflict, and you know, and all the energy and resources, and like just death and man hours and wine chewing up the earth's resources. The whole thing is a race to the bottom, isn't it? Until somebody runs out of cannonballs, you run out of trees, and you can't go ping with your arrows anymore. You know, or we run out of oil. Well, why don't we use the oil that we've got for good rather than the tanks? You know, how much oil gets wasted in wars? So we're wasting a very valuable finite resource to cause misery. Well, we should be looking after that oil, not blowing people up with it. Surely, I don't know. Maybe it's very simplistic, but instead of you and your gang facing me here, and we're afraid with, it's a bit like Israel and, you know, surrounding countries. They're fighting over that inch of land, backwards and forwards all the time. Stop it, for fuck's sake, stop it. You need your heads bashing together, a lot of you really do. A bit like children. They're just grown. If there wasn't so much money in negotiation and international diplomacy, and all those people love being on camera, carrying their big folders, WHO, international community, international lawyers. You're a bunch of wankers, a lot of you. Pay too much money. And to do what? To keep getting it wrong. to keep fucking up. There's too much money in fucking up, isn't there? Too much money in fucking up. I don't think they should get paid until they should get paid in 10 years' time if the peace is still there. Well, they should in 10 years they have to pay it back if peace isn't there. Let's put it that way. I don't know, but a bit like with a child and like a naughty step type thing. You sit over there till you have a good think about what you've just done. You wicked child. Okay. Let's talk about bodily functions. Eating, drinking, what goes in has to come out. Yeah. So sustenance and evacuation. Let's call it that way. Sustenance and evacuation. Or in okay, that yeah. I think anybody. The way to sort out the Israel and Middle East conflicts, lock these buggers in a room and say, right, you've got a couple of jugs of water and you've got some donuts. Right. When those are finished, that's it. You're not getting any more. And that you're going in that room and we're going to lock the door and you're not coming out till you fix this. No, you can't. No, if you need the lube, go now. No, you can't. No, I don't care. It doesn't matter. You're in that room. The only reason you come out of that room is because you've decided you put an end to this. So you finished your water. Well, we told you need the loo. Well, go in the corner. You know the rule. Go in there, knock your heads together and sort this shit out for once and for all. Everyone's fed up with it. Nobody wants to see this shit on the news anymore. It is so upsetting. Get it fixed, for fuck's sake. Get it sorted out. I mean, I remember when I grew up, it was always Iran, Iraq, Israel, Northern Ireland, and then people were hijacking aeroplanes at the time. Great idea. I mean, where are you going to go? You can't pop down the shops in an aeroplane, can you? You'll be a little bit stuck on it. Oh. I want to be over there, but you can't because there's no runway there. So yeah, these global conflicts which just drag on and on and on and on and on, and just sapping world resources and brains that could be much better put onto other problems. Lock them in a room. You're not coming out until it's sorted. Done. And then you'll soon find out how important that bit of land is there, or that bit of coastline, or that bit of something. Because they'll want to come out. They'll want to go to the loo. They'll be thirsty. They'll be hungry, and their other base needs will kick in as well. They'll want a bit of family time, conjugal time, won't they? But no, you're not coming out till it's done. And then we can all get on with something else, because this has been going on long enough, isn't it? Because instead of this tug of war thing, constantly, we've all got to watch it on the news. Nobody wants to see this crap. Nobody wants to see this crap anymore. All this death and destruction and blown up apartment buildings and sort of the art that somebody had gone out and bought because they loved that picture and it's on the wall, and because the front of the building has been blown off, you can see the love that somebody tried to create as a home. And they might be dead, who knows, they might be in the hospital, their leg might be over there in Tel Aviv, and their buttocks might be in Haifa, who knows, been blown apart. Why don't you stop doing this to each other? Buttocks in Haifa. I didn't realise that. Instead of that, I mean, this is not my idea, but, look, come over, put the rope down, come over here. And why don't we all stand in line and let's all push in the same direction for a good future? using the world's resources more sensibly. Instead of destroying each other, helping each other. It's common sense, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit simplistic in my thinking, but you know, if we all just turn around, instead of pushing against me, I'll help you push against that, and we'll all push against whatever future's coming that we've all got to deal with together. But if we all push against the unknown, what a fantastic world this would. I mean, wow. Come on. Hey, as Karen Carpenter once said, I can dream, can I? But hey, what I mean, wow. And then when you put the news on, it's about, oh, somebody's invented this today. Wow, yeah. Instead of 15 dead in the Gaza Strip. I know what an earthquake looks like. I know what a volcano looks like. So when that news comes on, I just look away and just go through my own mental pictures. I prefer radio news, to be quite honest with you, because I don't need to see the pictures anymore. And I'm sick of people making money out of the continuance of these disasters and stuff. These people ought to be ashamed of themselves. These international negotiators, they're not negotiators. They're sitting there with a slap-up lunch. You know how it goes. Anyway, shut up, Edward. No one wants to hear your ish. But happy Jojo. What a wonderful world that would be.